Bienvenidos, chicos. I don't know how to say welcome back. How do you say welcome back, Bannock? Bienvenidos.
Bienvenidos.
El Chop House Pod.
Bienvenidos otra vez.
I guess that works. You know, we're in a Spanish mood. Bad Bunny just did the Super Bowl halftime show. It was a pretty good one, but I know you all are wondering who this beautiful man is in the middle. The long-awaited Killian Wright episode. We finally got him on the pod in the middle of the Chop House sandwich. Welcome. I think you're the third guest. Hopefully third time's a charm. John did well.
Yeah,
but
he did.
We're expecting big things out
I
of
got
you.
big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
I'm the deli meat, you guys the bread.
Yeah, I mean, Omi really did not like Ian, so as long as you can form a sentence, you should be better.
I mean, probably our most acclaimed guest on the pod so far.
Yes,
Yeah.
I mean,
The
Paul
most
Finnbaum
expected.
show twice.
Lead
The-
reporter at Mizzou Roundtable.
The round table.
The Roundtable.
Head sports editor at the Man Eater. I mean, this.
That too.
Co.
Yeah. They are my bosses.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think most timely thing to talk about. It's Tuesday after the Super Bowl. This will probably come out Wednesday or Thursday. Super Bowl thoughts, guys? Anything that stands out right away? Because I think we're all thinking the same thing.
Nothing stood out, man. That was...
It's been a bad Super Bowl the past 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good halftime shows, bad Super Bowls. I think that's.
Yes.
Yeah.
But this Super Bowl, it was genuinely, I think, the worst I've seen in a long time. There was no hype around it. I felt like either. It really felt like New England was not the best team to come out of the AFC this year, at least in my opinion. I had said that coming into it, but they'd also beaten 3 top 5 defenses. So I was like, hey, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't keep doubting them. But then they showed exactly what we all thought they were. That they were frauds the whole way.
I mean, respect to the Pats
Yeah.
and the Seahawks. They got there and the Seahawks won. But at the end of the day, I think it's pretty fair to say that the Seahawks are probably the worst winner of the last 10 or so years, and the Pats are probably the worst team to make it the past 10 or so years. Just going off that, I mean, I'm thinking maybe the 2018 Pats that beat the Rams, that team wasn't very good.
Mm-hmm.
The 2021 Bengals to make it weren't very good, but like other than that, these teams are pretty down there. And again, there's just no stars, no buzz. I think.
No, yeah. Even though Ken Walker had like one of the best running back performances in a while, it just didn't move me.
No.
Like, didn't feel like it.
No, not at all.
Some
great punts though. Michael Dixon.
We were legitimately
There you go.
joking. We were like, this might be the first time a whole special teams unit might just have to win it.
Yeah.
I mean, I said 15-0 after like the first field goal, and that was pretty true for about 3.5 quarters.
Yeah.
Which should show you how boring the game was. It's unfortunate. I feel like that's a big thing that you want every year, and it just did not live up to really anything. There was no hype regardless. But I guess, way too early. NFL predictions for next year. I mean, who do we think we see next year? That's the real question. Halftime show included. We can do that. Who do we think is going to do the halftime show next year, too?
Okay.
Yeah.
I saw a little slideshow post.
Mm-hmm.
Paramore's on there. Killers were on there. Taylor Swift was on there.
Do you think they're just gonna go in like a full like opposite direction after
Yeah,
that?
I was saying, I feel like to make
like
the
they
other
could.
half happy, they might just bring out Taylor Swift. It might have to.
I'm honestly a little shocked she hasn't done it already, to be honest.
I feel like she doesn't know.
She's been a top 5 most popular artist for the past like 10 years. I mean, I'm a little
the
surprised.
NFL knows like that would bring in so many viewers,
Oh, yeah.
just worldwide. Like I don't know if like probably more than Bad Bunny, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, I could see it.
Yeah.
Bad Bunny broke the record. He was
Yeah.
135, I think they said. So,
Yep.
I mean, that's a whole 2 million more than Kendrick, who broke the record last year. So Taylor Swift, I mean, who knows what the numbers
But I
could
mean,
be.
we were talking about it afterwards. Pitbull just going to like
True.
Yeah.
he would get the crowd absolutely hyped.
I mean, we got to think about it. It's in LA next year, so I don't know if
They'll
they're
say
gonna try.
Pitbull for Miami whenever they go. They'll go to Miami at some point again.
Yeah.
They'll say
for sure.
Yeah.
It'll be Pitbull and Rick Ross.
Pitbull and
MIA,
Rick Ross. Yes. Shout out EJ. But
Yeah.
teams next year, dude. Is there any team that we really think, unbiasedly, will make it?
I mean, like, you're saying unbiasedly. Like, I'm a Chiefs fan, but like, genuinely in the AFC, if the Chiefs right their course, because this year is an outlier, they really haven't been that bad before.
Okay.
If they right their course, I feel like there's no way for them not to be the favorites. Not saying guaranteed make it, but like, I'm not feeling the Bills.
Okay.
I'm not really feeling the Broncos.
Okay.
Pats are probably due for a little bit of regression. You know, they have a real easy schedule. I think you're looking down between Chiefs, Ravens, Bills, and it's like the Ravens, the Bills just have never done it. So I'm thinking Chiefs, AFC. Chiefs.
I agree with that too. The Chiefs should get more back just health wise next season. It'll all depend on when Mahomes comes back, which sounds like he's trending to be back like before the midseason break even. So if you can go out and get a serviceable quarterback to make you like 500 going into week 7, and then Mahomes comes back, I think that's an even better situation than you were in this season, and that gives them a chance to at least be in the playoff mix. And once they get there, I think like they've been there before. It's Andy Reid. Like why not? Like why wouldn't they be the favorites?
I feel like maybe a team that was mentioned that should have been out of the AFC is Houston. Truthfully, like if you got to think about how injured they were all year. In that playoff game against New England, they're on their 3rd tight end. They didn't have Nico Collins. They forced Drake made a fumble 4 times. They just legitimately had no offense, and Stroud did not play well. Now, if you become healthier, in Houston's case, with how good that defense was, I see no reason why they can't make a legitimate run at it. I think Jacksonville is another team that, that Bills-Jacksonville game was really like, I didn't want to see a loser, but obviously there had to be one. Jacksonville can make a legitimate shot at it. I mean, as long as Josh Allen's on your team, you have a chance. I just don't see the Chiefs as the favorites, especially with Mahomes coming off an injury. We don't know what Kelsey's going to be like. I just don't see the Chiefs making it out. I'm going to go with Houston. That's going to be my team out of the AFC. I did say that this year, and I was proven very, very wrong. But I think next year, a full season, if they can stay healthy.
I mean, just to be unbiased and not go with like the Chiefs, even though I think they can't make it back there, I'm going to go with the Broncos. That feels like the easiest pick to make there. If Bo Nix is healthy,
they most likely
they
win
beat
that game.
the Patriots.
Yeah.
And they at least make it competitive in the Super Bowl because their line's actually solid and their defense was top 5. So I think that there's no reason that they won't be in the playoffs next year again.
I do like the Texans in the sense of like they do have probably the best defense in the AFC, like trailing the Broncos maybe, but as far as like explosive playoff defense goes, I mean, Will Anderson, and if Danielle Hunter's still just as good next year, I know he's getting real old, but if he's still just as good next year, then that's probably the best edge rusher in the entire league. But like, if you can get rookie year CJ Stroud with next year's defense, then yeah. I just don't know if both of that can happen because, like I said, now the defense is getting a little older. There could be some regression there from some of the top players, so maybe now that Stroud's coming along, maybe that defense falls off. But if you can get both at the same time, there's no reason the Texans can't be that team.
I feel like it kind of has to be next year, though, because if it's not,
That
they
time's
pay
get-
so many guys, like Stingley, Anderson,
and Stroud will get paid
Petrie,
back.
Stroud. It's I think their window is so small here that like they have to do it next year.
So I'll still pick the Chiefs, but I don't mind the Texans and Broncos. Those are probably up there.
Benny, do you have a say in a team or?
You know me, I'm a Chiefs fan. I feel like we could honestly do it if we can come out all right until we get Mahomes back. Out of the NFC, I don't really know. I feel like a lot of different teams could come out.
I guess we didn't really touch on the NFC.
I guess as the only NFC guy here, technically. I mean, if it's going to come down to what the Bears do on the defensive side of the ball, I think they have everything they need on offense, but defensively, they need D linemen. That's the easy thing. Their back 7 isn't that bad when you actually look at it, but Brisker's probably not coming back. They're looking at re-signing Byard from what it looks like. That's the one guy that they're really trying to get back, which I guess I'm okay with. I just don't like him in man coverage. He's going to be 32 next year, and we kind of saw it happen. I know they're talking about maybe bringing back CJ, but it'll come down to what the Bears do. But if I were to not go with the Bears, I mean, honestly, like, I feel like Dallas might be a dark horse out of the NFC next year, which I know is kind of crazy, and everybody's going, whatever.
We say this every year.
No, I've never said this.
No, but someone says it every year.
That's fine.
Every
That's
Cowboy
fine.
fan says it every year.
That's okay, but I said dark horse. I'm not going to be like, oh, yeah, they're the favorite to come out, but I could see it. Philly's going to be Philly. But in reality, I'm going to go with the Niners. I was talking to Colin about it. I think if they can stay fully healthy for what they did being that injured.
Trusting the Niners to be healthy is like trusting Isaiah Stewart not to get in a fight, dude. It's just bound to happen. Like, I don't see how that team is going to stay healthy. They just don't do it.
Yeah, that's fair. They do have the best coach in the NFC.
I agree.
Maybe in the league, Shanahan's up there.
Yeah.
But
I mean, he hasn't won the big game, but I mean, he's gone against Andy Reid every time, so it's not really all on him, I'd say.
Yeah.
I think out of the NFC, I kind of in a similar vein, but a team that battled injuries all year, but I trust more to be healthy. The Lions. I mean, the Lions got their entire defense was out by like week 13.
Mm-hmm.
They're just missing everyone.
Mm-hmm.
I think their offense will get back to form. I think if they get some consistency, play calling, I think that the Lions can get right back to it. I think it was surprising to me the way they ended their season, but I mean, given all the injuries, I get it at the same time. So I like the Lions. I don't mind the Niners and the Rams and the Eagles as well, just because they've been there, done it before.
Yeah.
But I think I like the Lions out of the NFC this year.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking the NFC North was the only division of football to not fire their head coach. Any of them.
Yeah.
It was the only where all 4 are coming back next year. It feels like the NFC North will probably be the toughest division in football next year. They were the only one to finish all above 500. If JJ McCarthy can at least show some progression of how good of a coach O'Connell is, I think they're going to be a playoff team again, or at least be in contention.
Yeah.
The Packers will be the Packers. The Lions are going to be the Lions. Hopefully the Bears can build off of it, and it's not a 2018 situation where they have the really good year and then they go 8-8 the next year. Or
They just have a lot more talent. That shouldn't happen again.
Yeah. Caleb Williams is not Mitchell Trubisky, and hopefully that means for now. Yeah. But to move on, we do have a top 5 here, but we happen to be in a situation where we didn't. Yes, Spanik. Did you
Let's
think
go.
He
It's
did.
Olympic season. Wow. Let's go top 5 Winter Olympic events.
Okay, I like the
Wanna go
initiative
5?
there.
Does it have to be winter? Can it just be like
No, go winter. It's Winter Olympics.
Okay.
All right.
Oh boy.
Let's
A
look
quick
it
Google
up.
search.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a refresher real quick.
They have a
Okay.
list.
Number 5.
I
I'm
started
gonna.
off.
Yeah. You want to go? You can go.
I said you started off.
Oh, I
You
started
went
off?
into it.
Yeah, I'm looking real quick.
All right, we'll go bobsled, and simply because of Jamaica bobsled team, feel the rhythm, feel the ride. I don't know what they say. It's bobsled time. I don't know what's in the middle there, but we're gonna go with the bobsled. Can I just put all of those 3 in this one group? Can that just be my 5? No, okay.
They are different things.
Fine. Okay, well then
There's gotta
bobsled.
be more than just this, right? There's like 12
Nah,
things here.
that's
This is
it.
it. Winter.
Winter
All right.
is
All right.
much smaller.
I think there's a pretty obvious number 1 here then, right?
No,
Then we're starting with 5.
Yeah,
Start with
start with
5.
five.
Okay. Start with 5. I'll go. Oh man.
He's about to throw out something.
Oh boy,
Oh,
we are
boy.
good at this. Smile and wave, boys.
All right. We'll go. We'll go. Speed
All right.
skating. Speed skating.
Speed scale.
That's
Speed
fair. I mean,
Alright.
you can't go wrong with any of the sports that just like their whole thing is just going fast.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know. This is what it is to me.
It's
This-
going fast.
I'll go with number 5. I'm gonna go with ski jumping. I feel
Okay.
like those ones are really cool.
Yeah.
Because like one, like how do you like find a passion for that? Just like going down a huge pipe and then just flying through the air like spread eagle style. So,
Yeah.
but it's I don't know. They're really good at it. It's kind of cool to watch them fly
Yeah.
through the air. Obviously.
true.
I feel like the Winter Olympics are just like, if you're rich enough, you could really be good at it.
That's
If
probably-
you got enough
that's
free
why,
time
like-
on your hands.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
But yeah, that's my 5.
All right.
I guess I'll go to 4. I guess we'll do. Which one's the one where they're on their stomach? Is that skeleton or?
That's
or-
skeleton.
Okay, skeleton's gonna be my 4.
Okay.
For no reason at all.
Yeah. I'll I don't even know what this is, but it sounds pretty sick. I'm gonna throw Nordic Combined at the 4.
I don't know what that is.
Combined or combined?
I don't know.
I think it's combined, probably.
Yeah, combined.
The Nordic Combine.
Yeah.
Like throwing
Is that the one where they
axes.
shoot?
Oh, this is on the TV right now.
That's
We're not watching
wait,
anything. We
I
are
searched
solely
Nordic
focused on
Combine,
you.
and this is.
Well,
Well,
you're looking at pictures.
Nordic Combine
Oh.
is cross country skiing and ski jumping.
Oh, okay, yeah.
What?
So
Okay.
It is
yeah.
crazy.
You're
Okay,
cross country
I feel
ski
that.
jumping, basically. I'll go Nordic Combine then.
Okay, that's not bad. I feel like
All
most
right.
of these people might have this one, but I'm gonna go ice hockey. I'm just
Ooh.
not that deep into it. Like even if it's America or like Canada, like players that I might know from the NHL,
Yeah.
I'm just not tapped in enough.
That's fair.
That's fair.
So I'll just go with hockey.
Hockey would not be my number 1. It would be top 1.
I think now I'm gonna go with figure skating because there is a certain beauty and elegance to it, and this feels like a ChatGPT response. There's beauty, elegance, and the people spin really fast.
There you go.
All right. I'll go for my number 3. I'll go snowboarding. It's everyone wants to try
That's a great
snowboarding.
one.
That's
and
my
it's
honorable
something you
mention.
can pick up.
Snowboarding's my honorable mention.
Snowboarding's like it seems like something that'd be really cool if you're good at.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
you know.
yeah.
Well, especially the half pipe. Like that's like the best event. Like
Yeah.
they're just doing tricks. It's fun.
Drex!
My number 3, it's curling. Honestly,
At the
Like,
3?
curling
Okay.
is
Curling's
so
underrated.
fun. Like I don't even understand it really. Like it's basically just shuffleboard and from what I see, but on ice.
Uh-huh.
But I think it's really cool the way that they start it. Like you know what I'm saying? Like before they release it, they're like so elegant about it.
I
They
think
just-
we should make like a curling vlog. We would be the team because there are
I think
4
we
to a
could do
team.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Curling at the 3.
I'm gonna go curling at the 2 actually, because there were some nights with my father that we would just watch curling, and that's actually how I kind of learned about it. So I know like an okay amount about curling, and I find it somewhat entertaining. I can respect the talent that it takes to be, or the skill it takes to be good at it. I don't know if there's a lot of talent. There's definitely skill involved. Though.
There's a science behind it for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll go ice hockey at 2.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm not the biggest hockey guy, but like I can watch it. You know, everyone talks about NHL playoff hockey, how cool that is.
Mm-hmm.
I watched the USA Canada last year.
Yeah, that was cool.
I don't know if that was. I don't think that was Olympics. I don't know what exactly that was.
It's a
but
four nations face off.
Yeah, and I'm sure stuff like that is obviously going to be in the Olympics. So I'll go hockey at 2.
Yeah, with my 2, you've already said it. I'm gonna go snowboarding. It's just cool. They do the most tricks in that one, so go with that.
That's just cool.
Just cool. And my number 1, ice hockey. I'm not a huge hockey fan. I'm not going to sit up here and act like I am, but I do enjoy watching hockey when it's on. And I mean that just is what it is. Yeah.
All right, might be hot take. I'm gonna go figure skating at 1.
That's my number 1.
Y'all seen I, Tonya?
I've
movie?
seen,
Yeah.
Shout out Margot Robbie.
Yeah.
I've seen
I-
Blades of Glory.
Isn't that the
I,
one?
Tonya
that's-
gets
It's already good.
good same thing basically. Yeah.
My house,
Yeah.
my house, my lady.
I, Tonya will get you invested into some figure skating.
Isn't that the one where like she intentionally like sabotages the other one?
Allegedly.
Yeah,
Allegedly.
Oh no, she did it. Absolutely. Yeah, they wouldn't have made a movie about it if she didn't do it.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see?
We'll see. I don't know.
I'll get to the bottom.
I need the details still. I'm not sure on that.
I'm surprised none of y'all had this, but my number 1's gonna be alpine skiing. That's one where they just like go down the mountain like super fast.
Ella and I watched
And
that
they have,
for
like-
2 hours this morning.
Like I hate to say it, but some like the most interesting part is that like they wipe out like a fair amount, and
Oh,
like
man.
wipeouts are kind of cool to see sometimes. Like of course it's unfortunate when they get injured, but it's cool to see them go that fast down a mountain. So that's my number 1.
That's just
Yes.
brutal falls.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
there was a-
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, an American.
Is that how Lindsey Vonn got?
Yeah,
injured?
Lindsey
Okay.
Vonn fell.
That's
Yeah.
tragic, but she
'Cause she
also
got-
came in on a torn ACL. So.
Because
Yeah.
she got her like shoulder stuck in the
Yeah.
thing.
In the
like-
gate,
Yeah,
yeah.
and then she like fell over.
Like 10 seconds into her run.
Yeah,
Yeah.
unfortunate. Oh wow, you just.
Yeah, no, I've been. big into
Speaking
figure
of
skating.
Lindsey Vonn, I went to Walmart on Super Bowl Sunday and saw someone in a King Von graphic T-shirt. I don't know if those Vons are like
pretty
connected
cool.
at all, but it was a, you know,
So Vaughn is VAUGA.
that's
Yeah.
but it popped up like
Lindsey
this.
Vonn.
Maybe it
Lindsey
is.
Vonn is-
VO.
I think
Oh,
it's
maybe
it's
it is.
O-
VO.
O- yeah, I think it's ONN.
No, I don't know ball.
You don't know
All right.
snow alpine skee ball.
Moving from the Olympics, is there anything else you want to add on the Olympics, guys? Have you been? Tapped in.
Summer ones are
Like
better.
like just in the past couple of days I've watched.
Yeah.
I have been. Figure skating, the number 1 is about take.
Yeah.
There's a lot of drama that goes on in the figure skating world. It's kind of fun.
It is funny when it's like the rich people get like up in arms about it. It's like,
Yeah.
Oh. All right, moving on. We got NBA trade deadline.
Yeah, we definitely probably could have done this earlier, but I guess it's still somewhat fresh. Killian, say you're probably the most at this point tapped into the NBA season because your team is the only good one out of the 3 of us. So you got opinions, winners, losers, reactions? What?
if I were to say like biggest winner, like, I mean,
Chicken dinner?
Charlotte getting Kobe White was really good.
Yeah,
That's a good pickup.
yeah.
For next to nothing, right?
Yeah.
Well, they gave up Colin Sexton in like a second.
Yeah, I mean, you basically just upgraded for free.
Mhm.
There's not much there.
Yeah.
I think they might be my biggest winner.
Charlotte, okay.
Yeah, Charlotte probably. I like what they got going on over there. Like last year, I picked Charlotte to be a playoff team, and I think it was just a year early. And now they got a real good thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like Charlotte with Kobe White. I think that's my A+ move.
That's right.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I'm not mad at that. I guess as a winner, Charlotte wasn't bad. I do like the Clips picking up Mathurin. I think that helps them.
But what they gave up, like, I'm not sure that helps. Like, Mathurin, I like him. I'm a Pacers fan. I'm always going to love him. But are you really banking on him becoming, like, a superstar level talent? Like, I don't think that's ever going to pan out.
Fair. But
And they're also not going to get, like, that protected pick from the Pacers almost, like, assuredly. Like, the lottery balls would really have to go in their favor.
this obviously might be maybe not a winner, but the team that definitely made the most noise is the Wizards. I feel like they kind of came out of absolutely nowhere and did a whole lot of just everything, and now they put themselves in position because they're really bad this year to have a good pick and be really good next year. A 1-year turnaround like that. So I guess I'll go with the Wizards. I do like Trae Young with them, I feel like he does like to pass. He's not the most efficient scorer. Colin and I talk about he's not a winning basketball player. He's not a winning style play kind of guy, but he does like to pass. A lot of young guys around him. He's got athletes around him.
He has a history of some playoff success.
Right. So I'll go with the Wizards as my winner.
And, at any given year, it feels like the East, whenever the playoffs roll around, there's really only like 3 good teams. Mm-hmm. It's like you start off the year in the East, it's like, well, these 8 or 9 teams look pretty solid. And by the time March, April comes around, it's like, oh, there's really only 3 or 4 teams that can do anything.
Yeah.
The Wizards, if they stay healthy, like they could be one of those teams. And you get hot at the right time. I mean, Trey's made a conference finals run before. They could make another run.
And he took him to 6.
In the East, like you might, and especially just because they gave up nothing to get those pieces. So you have to chip in and do something eventually. You can't just rely on internal development.
Yeah.
So sure. I didn't mind it really.
Speaking of, I guess, East contenders, I kind of think the Cavs were
That's
sneaky
what
winners.
Say.
Like, not only the Harden for Garland thing. I mean, Harden is just right now just a way better player than Darius Garland is. I know the fit with Mitchell is still maybe clunky, but Harden is just kind of objectively better than Garland.
Harden's an elite level playmaker too. Yeah. I don't hate it at all.
Yeah, and then also you flip DeAndre Hunter into Keon Ellis and Dennis Schroeder. I think that's pretty good.
Hunter was having
a bad year,
really bad year, and Keon's just a dog.
Yeah, Keon and Dennis has done it before, so we know for a fact he can. Dennis can 100% give you 18 minutes a night in playoffs.
Yeah.
I would think that Keon's game shows that he can too. I mean, top tier defender, a guy who, on low volume, but can shoot close to 40% from 3. That's a guy who I want out there in the playoffs for at least 15, 20 minutes a night. That Cavs have a really nice 8.5-man rotation now for a playoff setting. Mm-hmm. That's all right, they got something going on here.
I mean, I know that they traded Lonzo too, but you just pretty much give Keon Lonzo's minutes that he was getting.
That's an upgrade in my opinion. Just
a big upgrade.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I really like what they did at the deadline. I also honestly liked what the Celtics did in getting Vooch for Simons in a second.
Golly.
I get all the slander he gets. It's deserved. He's one of the worst defensive big men in the league. But he does make the Celtics better. Yeah. Absolutely. They did not... Keita is your defensive center off the bench, and Vucevic, just all the offense. You need someone like that. Once JT comes back, it's the East. Mm-hmm. They could easily come out of the East with that lineup. I think, honestly, it'll be a pretty even split between Vucevic and Keita's minutes because Keita has been, really solid this season. But it just brings a lot more floor spacing to the Celtics. So I like that move for them.
They're splitting minutes pretty much. I mean, it was 23 and 23 against the Knicks and then 28 and 22 against the Heat. Those guys will split.
Mm-hmm. Is there any... I mean, I guess I'll start off with the losers. Okay. At least in my opinion. I definitely think a team... Miami not doing anything was definitely kind of a shock. I mean, they really didn't do anything to help them. But I'm just going to go with the Kings. I think the fact that they couldn't move any of their 3 and now they're kind of just stuck that's just not where you want to be. And I mean, they're bad and the worst spot to be is just okay. But they're, really bad and stuck in all of these contracts. So I'm going to go with the Kings as just the biggest loser for me personally.
It's definitely an L at the deadline, but... They're probably going to get a top 3 pick in the draft, but I still have no idea what they're going to do with those 3. Maybe Sabonis raises his trade value back up a little bit in the offseason and they can deal him then, but I don't think they're getting anything for LaVine or DeRozan.
No, not at this point. LaVine makes $50 million and DeRozan's 37. There's not much going on. I think maybe the Wizards could be, or not the Wizards, sorry, the Hawks could be a loser. I mean, you turn Trae Young into 0 first-round picks. You just get C.J. McCollum and Corey Kispert, who it's neither of those guys really move me.
No.
And then you trade Kristaps, who you didn't give up very much for, and Kristaps didn't even really play. For Kuminga and Buddy, I'd rather just cut Kristaps. Probably, I don't think I want Kuminga, honestly, and I don't think I need Buddy. And
that's just
they turned 2 guys that they were paying $80 million to into nothing. Basically, I don't see a world where. I know they're just trying to shift directions and build around Jalen Johnson, but they didn't get anything out of that. No. And then the other loser, I'd say, kind of a similar thing that you said the Heat didn't do anything. I think the Rockets are a lot more pressure to do something. The Rockets have 37-year-old KD. They need to win right now, and they didn't do anything. I find it hard to believe that they couldn't have put in the bid for Kobe White or for Io or for any guy like that. I mean, those guys didn't go for much. Those guys went for seconds and Colin Sexton and Rob Dillingham. You tell me Houston couldn't have thrown them like Tari Easton and got Kobe White? I think Houston could have done something. I think they really messed up by not. But those two are my losers, Houston and Atlanta, I think.
I agree with that. My loser is probably going to be the Jazz. I didn't like the trade for Jackson Jr.
Yeah.
They gave up 3 picks, Hendricks and Clayton and some other pieces.
That's a lot.
I wasn't I'm not big believers in Clayton or Hendricks, but those are 2 young guys that really, I've just said it, like Jaren Jackson Jr. might be like my least favorite star player in the league. Like he's a solid defender, but whenever I watch him play offense, like it just makes me sick.
Yeah.
Like it's not good. And it's just the team he went to really. Like you got Laurie, you've got like Filipowski,
They're very
Bailey.
large. They're a very large team.
Like unless they're just planning on running like the biggest lineup ever, it just doesn't make sense to me. And do you really want to? It just felt like a desperate move, honestly. Like they felt like they had to do some sort of big move because they had too many young assets on the same team that they just wanted to make a move and kind of like consolidate things. And it just I wasn't a fan of it.
Now they've got between Jaren and Laurie. I think both of those guys make over $40 million on long-term deals for like at least the next 2 or 3 years.
And Kessler's up for a contract.
Yeah, and so just between Jaren and Laurie, that's like 80-something million tied up in 2 guys who can't really dribble, and one of them can't defend in Laurie, and the other one doesn't rebound, and they're both 7 foot. So it's like that's a lot of money tied up, and neither are really all NBA guys.
No,
that means that like $80 million between Jaren and Laurie, like. You're probably asking one of those 2 guys to be your best player if you're paying them $40 million a year. How far does a team with Jaren or Laurie as their best player go? I don't think it's even that's like maybe a playing
I think
team.
they must think like Keontae George is really just going to be like consistently amazing going forward, which I don't know how much I believe. Like he has been really good this season, but I just don't buy it. He's super small and he just screams like inefficiency waiting to happen.
Yeah.
So. And once again, I just did not like the move. It makes no sense for their roster makeup.
Yeah, I have no idea what they're going for. And now the fact that they're just like sitting everyone. And it's like, did you see the post-game interview with Will Hardy the other day?
No.
They asked him, he was like, so he's been benching Jaren and Laurie and Kessler and all those guys for the entire 4th quarter.
Yeah.
Right? And he asked him, he goes, like the reporter was like, were you at any point close to putting back like Laurie and Jaren in the game? And he's like, no. It's not at all. He's just like, they're not even going to play their guys.
No.
I'd definitely say at least just because I'm really sad that Ayo left. That was
a great pickup for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, he's gonna help them tremendously. But I'm gonna miss him. You know, Chicago kid, great glue guy.
You've got other guards to fill the void.
Yeah,
you got Rob.
There's a lot of guards.
Yeah.
There is a lot of guards. I'm sure you've seen it by now. The Jaden Ivey pass blunder.
Yeah.
I was watching that live. I started laughing out loud at.
What's he doing?
It's like he was like threatening that he was gonna pass it, and then he had the shot, and then he just did not shoot it. But I'll miss Ayo probably the most. The Bulls made a lot of moves. I don't really know what their plan is. Hopefully, just to tank. I think that's the plan at this point. But I am excited to see just like what the Hornets do. I feel like they've just been so bad.
Have you been seeing like the post like there's an intruder in the plan now that they jumped the
Bulls?
Yeah.
Yes.
Those are really funny.
Yeah. I think my favorite thing was the Patrick Williams quote about how trade deadline comes around every year and how you just gotta get memories with those guys and stuff like that. I'm like, why are you still here? Why?
He's got to be the longest tenured guy, right?
He is.
Yeah.
He's been there since 2020.
Man.
Not our proudest moment.
4 years too much.
AK needs to be fired, but that'll never happen.
I don't know how him and Billy have so much job security. I don't get it.
They've got dirt.
That is
because they've ranked number 1 in attendance for like 5 straight years. So as long as they make money, as long as they make money.
With how volatile some teams are, just firing their coaches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Chicago is selling out games with Kirk Heinrich and Ben Gordon. They don't need a good team to sell out game. They got selling out with Kirk.
Yeah. Well, Kirk Heinrich, was a great glue guy.
Yeah. No. Yeah. All right, shout out the goggles. I love anyone who had the goggles. Shout out.
Yeah.
But if you can sell out games with like Kirk in the starting lineup, then like you don't need to be competitive.
Yeah. I just want everybody to know that here in our little outline, Colin wanted to highlight that he put a little Spanish thing in there instead of putting Andy.
Because
it's
it's Spanish episode.
Yeah.
Winners eat losers.
Yeah.
I got an example.
No, you didn't even put losers. You put winners eat loser.
Well, we all said one loser.
Well, now it's time para la música.
Sí, papi.
You
know what that means?
This is kind of your idea.
For the music.
Yeah. Honestly, big fan of the halftime show. I feel like we could.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We didn't really go into that much.
Yeah.
Let's circle back around.
Yeah.
Big fan. Obviously, as a Puerto Rican, it meant a little bit, probably more to me than it did to most people. I don't speak a whole lot of Spanish, but I have been, I think 3 times now. I'm going again over the summer, and like just what it meant to people. Even my father texted me, he's like, that was really emotional for me. What it meant to people, and just like the message of it all, it really was like meaningful. It was something that a lot of people could connect to. Killian over here started listening to Bad Bunny the next day, talking about how did I not know about this?
Yeah, the little JJ Barea line. JJ Barea wanted chip before LeBron.
Yeah,
I did not know that. That was awesome.
So I think it just shows kind of the impact that he had, and a lot of people were upset, but a lot of people were really excited. And it broke the record like I thought it would. 135 million people watched it, and I think that shows. I put Colin on a couple days before, and now,
I listened to the new album. It was amazing. I'm glad he played a lot of the ones that I would know.
Yeah,
so.
he did it for you.
That was cool. But also, like, all the performances behind it, there was so much that went into it clearly. Yeah. So, and that's kind of what made it for me. Like, the music was great. Obviously, I was expecting it to be, but the production value was there for me.
I really enjoyed Lo Que Pasa Hawaii, and Ricky Martin. I thought he did.
Ricky Martin.
I thought he did a pretty good job.
Yes, shout out Ricky and the Key and Peele.
My favorite Latin pop star.
and the Key and Peele skit.
But
but to move on to other exciting things that have happened in the past week for people that are not named Killian. The Jermaine Cole album came out finally. The Fall Off.
He fell off. I gotta say, he fell off.
The album that he had been teasing for 10 years finally came out. Double-sided album. I love it personally. I know Colin enjoyed it as well.
I thought it was good.
Yeah. Bannock has...
I have some thoughts. I have not listened to the full album, but once we're done on the Fall Off, I have something to add for the music section. But I've listened to a couple songs, and I need to listen to it. It does intrigue me.
Yeah.
See? Exactly. You didn't even give it a chance, so I don't even want to hear it.
I don't need to.
Okay.
His last song he put out before this was Grippy, and you expect me to listen to an album called The Fall Off?
That's also not true. The last song he released before that was Clouds, and Clouds was an elite song.
I just didn't even
Clouds
know
was elite. See, and that's the problem. You're not even giving it a chance.
How are you gonna expect me to listen to something that he called himself The Fall Off? Like, how are you gonna name an album called The Fall Off?
Because his first album was called The Come Up. So
now he's fallen off?
It's supposed to be...
It's metaphorical.
Yes, it's
like, I don't
because he's 41. He started when he was early 20s. Now he's 41. This is supposed to be...
So
he's
falling
supposed
off.
to be falling off.
Yes.
But he's not.
This is the best album. This is the best album that he's probably ever released.
It's top 3 for me. But
what would you put? 2014 Forest Hills Drive was 2.
Maybe even like Friday Night Lights.
Friday Night Lights is very good. Yeah. Vilmatic will do things to you, man.
Yep.
The warm up, it's great stuff, and you're out here just sleeping on it.
But yeah, I've told
Tristan,
The Fall Off is one of those albums that like really deserves a second listen because like I feel like the first listen to the album, like you listen to the words, but you're not really listening to the words. Like I actually need to go back in and soak it up and like just take it in, and because there is like you've already told me like there's a lot of lore behind like all these songs and like what he's trying to do with it that like I didn't like love a lot of the songs because it was I described it as being like too poetic and not like acoustic enough at times, but I really like the album. That's basically what I'm trying to say.
Like, I like the idea of it too. One side is written from when he's a lot younger, and you can tell he's a lot more aggressive. And on one side, it's a lot more stuff. And on the second half, it's much more kind of like Colin's. It's more poetic. It's more of like a love letter to rap in a way. Right. And he's like 40 in the second half. You can hate on me all you want, bruh. Your favorite artist right now is a London dude that we can barely understand.
Liverpool.
He's not the favorite anymore, but he was up there before Instagram took over. He was running shit. Don't forget about it.
Okay, so then who's your favorite right now?
Favorite right now?
It doesn't have to be rapper. It could be anything.
Yeah, I mean I'll probably go Oasis. They've been my favorite for a while.
Fair.
A couple years. They've been my favorite.
Okay.
I got it.
I just on the Dad music section. On the same day that the Fall Off by J. Cole was released, we had Piss in the Wind by Joji.
I have not listened.
Quite a long album as far as songs go, but each song is pretty short. Really good. I like Joji. I've been a fan since he switched over from Filthy Frank to Joji. So
you and my brother Sean will get along very well. He saw Joji in Chicago.
I love Joji. If
Yeah.
you also want to keep going with the music section, Don't Be Dumb by A$AP Rocky came out.
That came out.
That was a great album.
Yeah.
I haven't heard it yet. I mean, I heard Helicopter and the big ones, the ones that he released
The
before.
first two were honestly one of the better ones. I think. Like,
Punk Rocky and
Punk Rocky. Stay Here for Life was really good. It was a pretty solid album throughout.
Even just like today, Baby Keem announced his new album coming out later this month. Bruno's coming out in like 2 or 3 weeks.
Harry Styles is giving me a birthday present on March 6th.
That'll be if the rest of his album sounds like Aperture did.
I'm
in.
I'm
I'm
excited.
in. I'll listen.
Jack Harlow announced his album.
Well,
I know we're all ready for Jack. Yeah,
Hey, next up, SD Kid.
Yeah, hasn't
It's
Jack Harlow
coming.
been like?
Fake Meek did drop.
When did he
Just
release that?
in case anyone's
Mhm.
wondering.
I thought it'd been a
Well,
second
7
since Jack
tracks.
Harlow.
Jack Harlow. I don't
It's
think
been a bit,
it's
hasn't
been like 3 years. I
Did
think.
he drop like a country album or something?
I have.
It wouldn't surprise
Went
me.
down
Yeah.
Post Malone.
Some people were saying Post Malone should be the.
so 3 years.
Jackman 2023 was
Yeah,
his last.
some people said Post Malone should be a halftime show.
I would
I
not
just
mess with that.
don't give me that. And he bring
Even
out
if he
Jelly
went-
Roll or some shit.
Even if he
don't
went
give me
back to like his roots with it, I would.
I actually don't think
I'd
I'd hit that.
love
Truthfully.
it.
I would only like it if he stuck to the roots. I want to hear White Iverson.
just
I want to hear
came out to-
Rockstar. I don't want to hear. What is it like? Grabbing another beer with Morgan Wallen? Like
I don't
what is that
listen
one?
to any
You know,
of his country
yeah,
stuff.
it's the one on the radio that's like crazy, and then he's got one with Jelly Roll. Like I don't want to hear that.
He had the. I had some help.
That's
with
the one I was
Morgan
thinking of,
Wallen.
yeah.
But I feel like we are gonna get like a big country halftime show.
Kid
like,
Rock.
in
It's
the
due, yeah,
coming.
the country genres do. It's been
Yeah,
like
but
20
I was telling Colin, I'm like, how does that get you hyped to play another half of football?
That's what I'm
like,
saying.
as
But
a
it's just
fan,
like what-
why is that what you want to watch?
It's what like half of like the demographic would like to see though. So
Yeah,
like they might do
that's
it just
fair.
for the views.
So the Super Bowl is also a lot more of a casual audience, and like the average
is.
Super Bowl viewer is not the same as the average Sunday Night Football viewer.
Mhm.
Like
Right.
it's everyone is watching the Super Bowl. That's
Yeah.
you gotta. I don't know. I feel like it's okay to go pop and rock for Super Bowl. I think.
Yeah.
Like that's just me though.
I would agree. I'm very excited for the Bruno album. I said if it's good, I'll go watch him on tour. So I'm not spending money if I don't like the album because it's going to be a lot of money. So, which my friends were like, well, that's crazy because they all have tickets already. So hopefully it's good.
I mean, if it's anything like the one I Just Might that he released early.
Yeah, but that's just
If
that's
it's just classic Bruno, then
Yeah.
that's fine with me. Like it can all sound the same and I'll like it.
Fair enough. Now, a brand new, well, I guess music was new, but a brand new thing that we decided to do, even though it just went away. The Chop House Hall of Fame, okay? Now, obviously, we have our dogs of the weeks, and Colin and I talk about our glue guys a lot, individually. We don't do that on here. But we decided that we were going to put people in our Hall of Fame that are not in professional sports Hall of Fame. So, like, glue guys, big dog of the weeks, kind of guys like Al Dosumu, but he's not retired yet. But he still can be at this point.
Yeah.
But I don't know if anybody really wants to kick it off for their first Hall of Fame inductee, but no.
Or we're just gonna leave it on the burner, like we're
Hmm?
just introduce the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. I guess with
This is the first class. This is first ballot.
Yeah. So I guess with my first inductee, it's got to be Ron Harper, the original Ron Harper.
Mm-hmm.
Led the Bulls to 3 more chips. Probably one of the greatest defensive point guards of all time. 6'6", right up there. Well, Michael at the top, good perimeter defender. Just added a solid points per game contribution, and I wasn't there, but I know he was very helpful and a big pivotal piece in their second 3. So I'm gonna go Ron Harper with my first guy. Yeah.
Part of me was kind of leaning toward picking another Bull.
Please.
I was thinking about it, but I think you're gonna go back to him eventually. So I'm gonna wait until you induct that guy, and I'll induct my guy.
Okay.
I'm going Boris Diaw.
Boris.
Boris.
Wow.
The guy could do everything. He was Draymond before Draymond.
Yeah.
He was out there shooting threes, posting up, blocking shots. He was doing everything, dropping dimes. I don't know if y'all have heard that story of him and when he was with the Suns. Amari Stoudemire and a couple of those guys were like trying to like break the standing vert jump record, and they couldn't do it. And Boris Diaw like walked in like flip flops, had like a coffee in his hand, set it down, kept in the flip flops, and like jumped up and broke it like with ease, bro. That guy was a freak.
I believe it.
He's just a freak. Like you can't be Boris Diaw.
Absolutely.
All right, I got to go with one of my guys from the Pacers. Early 2000s, 2010s, Danny Granger. I feel like that's got to be my pick. He was the Paul George before Paul George got there.
Mm-hmm.
One of the smoothest jumpers I've ever seen. He kind of just held the team together for a while. Him and Jermaine O'Neal, who also could be considered for this, but he's more of just like a superstar.
He was the best power
than a
forward in the
glue.
league for a while. Yeah.
So Granger's definitely in there. He was a great 3-and-D guy. He did a little bit of everything, but primarily just as a scorer, he was very fun in those early 2000s teams.
Am I allowed to induct somebody who is still an active?
Yeah, if you want.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go with Kyoji Horiguchi, who's an MMA fighter in the UFC. But for a little backstory, he fought Demetrius Johnson for the flyweight title in
Mighty
the UFC
Mouse.
all the way back in the day.
I don't even know how to spell
Got
that.
cut from the UFC, and he actually just within the past couple months was rebrought into the UFC, and was on a 2-fight win streak in the UFC and fought the other night.
Did you say his name again?
Kyoji Horiguchi.
Kyoji Horiguchi. Gucci. Shout out Gucci.
Wow, that's not who he is.
Kyoji Horiguchi. Yeah, there he is. Wow. 36-5.
Okay.
Is that like not too good to be?
Well, he's not in the.
I guess, sure.
Does the
Well,
like
the
UFC
thing-
like have a Hall of Fame?
Yeah, but he wasn't in the UFC. Like he was cut from the UFC for 10 years, and like
Yeah.
just was recently, re-signed with them.
So he's a story of perseverance.
Yeah, he's and like kind of like
He's
you know,
35. Yeah.
Wow.
to show that MMA is kind of bigger than just the UFC. To be honest, there are other
So is his 36-5 record a UFC record or career record?
MMA.
Okay.
Karate Kid's tough. That's a good nickname.
I feel like that's just never mind.
that's everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. But very very first time I guess that you're on for the song of the week. I mean,
Yeah.
this is big.
We're wrapping up. You're almost done, man.
This is
Yeah.
big stuff for you. Have
Wow.
have you enjoyed your experience?
I've enjoyed it. This is kind of emotional, man. It's like all good things come to an end.
I mean, you can come back on if you want.
Yeah,
It's-
yeah.
No, I gotta go.
No, I'll pop out again.
Yeah.
It's emotional end.
Okay, so anyways, do
Okay.
you want to go first for
You
your?
want to go first?
Yeah,
I'll go
please.
first. All right, so the halftime show got me thinking,
Okay.
and I did listen to a little Bad Bunny, but
Bad Bunny.
it really got me back on Lady Gaga. And boy, will I tell you, is Paparazzi a good song? Like, it is not just like, it's one of those songs when you're like a kid that you hear it and you really like it as a kid, and then you come back to it like 10 years later and you're like, I see why this was topping the charts back then. And you're like, wow. I'm telling you, you listen to it once. I've probably played it 30 times the last 2 days. That is literally all I've been listening
And
to.
I like Gaga,
it's some-
but what she know about cameras?
It's some crazy work. Let me show up a little history right here.
You know who
Was
the creative director of
Paparazzi
Polaroid
the
is?
song in Percy Jackson?
How does
Yes,
it see my
yes.
little history?
In the- in the
that was a
hotel, in the
banger.
hotel.
Yep.
Let's see this.
Oh,
Paparazzi.
it's like in there a lot.
Paparazzi.
Wow, that's-
Paparazzi.
that's a lot.
We're looking at like 10 in a row.
Just
up here.
Charlie XCX in there too, eh?
Well, yeah, I like a
You know
little
who
bit of
the creative
rap.
director of Polaroid is?
Gaga. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like Gaga. But what does she know about cameras? Yeah. My song of the week is gonna come off of the Fall Off. It's called
Yes.
Poor Thing. Big fan. The beat's crazy. He does say a lot of
It's okay.
punk B in there. I don't want to say it because of how much he says it, but yeah. No, that's not the song. But yeah, Poor Thing. Probably one of the better songs. It's on disc 1, which I have so far enjoyed a little bit more than disc 2.
Okay. Well, I'll go next. Mine's also going to be off the Fall Off.
Yep.
Disc 2, which I enjoyed more. Quick Stop. He starts yelling at me at the end of the song, and I just like it.
Which you enjoyed.
I enjoy
Yeah.
it. Like he gets me fired up. His voice gets
him
hoarse.
and
You and Lydia.
Yeah.
You and Lydia. You and Lydia.
Deep pull.
Yeah.
Lydia's gonna see this.
Oh no. But to Colin's point, him yelling, kind of straining. He's really trying to prove a point.
Yeah.
And I can respect that. There's authenticity in the rap album, and I feel like Killian doesn't appreciate that in rap.
I'll appreciate it. Just I'm not rocking with plain burger J Cole. I'm just
Plain
plain burger, white
What's
t-shirt,
the
plastic
Saturdays?
plate,
Baby
J Cole.
years. That's
I'm
baby
just,
years.
You
Yeah,
got baby
man.
years. You don't like 2 Hollis. You got baby years.
Oh
bro.
my
I'm
gosh,
just
that's
saying.
more people like J. Cole than they like 2 Hollis.
More people have baby years than they got grown years.
Oh wow.
Just
Okay.
saying.
Right.
Think
All
about
right,
it.
Alright,
Bennett, go ahead, man.
Alright, I'm going to go with a song from Joji's new album, Love You Less. Reminds me of kind of some younger Joji, very kind of shoegazy, a lot of guitar, heavy guitar. I like it.
Rock with
BN.
The end.
BN. Burn.
Guys,
Man.
our last 2 episodes, well, one of them actually did alright. The other one didn't do so hot. So hopefully Killian brings the sex appeal that we're looking for.
Well,
That's why we brought him on.
Yeah.
we're bringing the round table to Chop House.
Yeah.
All of our 30 viewers are coming over.
Can you buy us out?
Yeah. welcome aboard.
But please, subscribe. Logan, he didn't make a funny comment. so
Logan,
he-
can you please comment
Yeah.
on all our videos
Yeah.
a couple times, maybe?
Yeah. I don't know if you saw it before he deleted it, but he once said he was going to hurt himself if he didn't get a Chop House
Yeah, when we
shirt.
did our
Oh,
giveaway.
Yeah, he was like, I will hurt
He
myself
did it.
if you don't give me a
Is
He
this-
shirt.
got one. He
is this-
got one.
is this
No,
mine to
no,
keep?
no, that's yours to
This is
keep.
mine to keep.
Yes.
Hang it in the
Merry
rafters.
Christmas.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, we're going to hang it up there. It's just going to be up there next
Oh,
week.
This is great.
Yeah, but I hope you enjoyed yourself.
I
And,
did. It was
It's been a long
It was an
time coming.
experience.
You guys have
Yeah.
no idea. We've been
Yeah.
trying to get Killian on the
Yeah.
pod for a while, but
Yes.
way too long.
mostly because he gets Twitter Club. Anyways.
that's really he's too busy. It's
Yeah.
important stuff.
I got a clip for him all day. I got stuff ahead of me.
Hasta luego.
Next
Hasta luego.
I
I don't want to say
Adios.
mañana.